fairness for this franchise, you always go back to the days of Villamin and Relosa. But these guys are trying to make that impression, at least so far, in this tournament.
11 points per game for Abu, 56% from the field and close to 7 rebounds. For Bark, close to 8 points, 60% from the field and 3.3 rebounds. Back in this game, but the first thing that they need to do is to control the leather. Unfortunately, turnover once again. Can't be careless, otherwise you're gonna pay big time. But you've talked about the teamwork of these two players. They really come a long way. Not just here for Tropang Giga, but also representing our country for international competitions wearing the Gilas Pilipinas uniform. At tama ka eh, ang taas ng kumpiyansa ni Pugoy.
Anbisi weaving his way sa traffic. Layup is good for Maverick.
And add another 2 points for Mav. He was able to extricate from a very tight situation. Now the lead goes down to 17. But if they are to come back, they have to make stops.
Kita natin yung leading scorers para sa TNT. No? 34 Pugoy, 13 Parks, I think 8 si Eram at si Troy Rosario. And if you look at that lineup talaga, Oy! Oy! Abel Galigues met Parks in midair. This guy is a tough guard. Ito si Abel Galigues, but mukhang he got hit right on the face and may have blood drawn. Yun na nga. That's a big gash on the left eyebrow for Abel Galigues. And Abel Galigues is a tough guard, so he's not going to give you anything easy on that play. Hindi na-appreciate yata ni Parks yun. But the challenge was there from the little guard from Alaska. Check it out. Went for the ball actually, pero yun na nga, off balance pareho at tumama yung ulo pagbagsak. I think that's where it happened. It's on the floor, yan, no? And nahilo talaga siya. Nahilo si Abel and his teammates told him, upo ka muna, di ba? Because he was trying to get up.
He was really trying his darnest best to challenge the shot of Bobby Ray Parks, but unfortunately, he lost his balance along the way. And the first part of his body that hit the hardwood was his head. Always a bad sight to see. And Ray Parks seems okay, but balance.
And you see everyone really. Now some applause cheering him on. And hopefully, as Coach Ryan said, nothing serious over there. As they bring him straight out, probably diretso na yan sa ospital sa Medical City. Diyan sa bubble. But points up ahead yung kanilang kalaban, now 18. But still 9:47 to go.
Marami pang oras ang natitira. Pwede pa kang makapag-launch ng comeback itong Alaska. They won't be able to do that with Abel Galigues because after that nasty injury, he was stretchered off. The
play resumes. 19-point lead for TNT and Alaska now. Looking to put points on the board. His second three here in the second half, 8 points in total. That's the way to timeout. Here's the kick. And Jay Washington says he's the hotter hand, but he misses from out there. Manuel can't hold on to it. Parks will hit that layup.
Keeping for the aces. Points from turnovers, 29 to 11. And what about second chance points? Ito na, 14 to 5. So those are the hustle board na makikita mo, talagang mas mabilis yung activity and work ng legs nitong Tropang Giga.
Just want to point out something earlier. Nabanggit ko na baka nakita ng mga players kasi yung nangyari kay Galigues as we look at him now on that fall on the monitor. But our friend Noel Zarate, who is inside the bubble but not working this game as venue announcer, said that there are no monitors inside the AUF arena. So the players did not see the replay anymore. But there he is. He's on a wheelchair and they're going to bring him. And he still looks shaken up at this point. Really hard hit. But they bandaged him up already, probably cleaned it up a bit.
And what I like is the readiness of the role of this ball game. They're playing good as a basketball unit, and not only that, they're getting fresher legs.
play, and David looked like he was in great discomfort. He was asked to sit down as Coach Dex began further evaluation on him. It is doubtful for him to see any more minutes as they're afraid to aggravate the injury. Para
Okay, Abel Galigues. But the game at hand right now, it's a 22-point lead for TNT with 5:50 remaining. Miss from the free throw area mula kay Jeron Teng. And TNT wants to join Barangay Ginebra in the semifinals and wait for whoever their opponents are going to be.
There's still more than 5 minutes of basketball play for Alaska to launch a miracle, but average points off turnover 17.9 for TNT, and tonight 28 big points, so they are plus 18 compared to Alaska, and that is why they're comfortably on top. And for the benefit of our late tuners, you have to remember that at the end of 24 minutes,
Harvey's gonna get a 2 here in the quarterfinals.
and that is where TNT pounced on it. Forced turnovers na naging precious baskets, tapos sumama pa sa scoring pa rin.
And Marcelino getting some action here. He hasn't played in a bit. Barkley Ebonia nakakuha ng 2 ron. Barkley Sinabi na ni Coach Jeff Carriazo, let's give them some exposure here, and maybe this could help them into the next season already.
Oh, they've done a tremendous job this conference. Not a lot of people actually gave them reasons to believe that they can actually win 7 games out of their 11 elimination round games, and still they were able to do it. It's part of their slow and mature rebuilding process, and that is why binibigyan na ng importansya na magkaroon ng minuto yung kanyang mga rookie players and even sophomore players.
Pasok na tayo sa last 2 minutes na hatid sa atin ng Cobra Plus Vitamin C. Lakas at proteksyon. Cobra, ang #1 energy drink. Corner 3, Kip. That's a miss, but somebody pushed underneath.
So it's not going to happen this season again. Alaska trying to look for ways to win another Philippine Cup championship. We've talked about it. The last time they won was way back in the 2000 season of the PBA. And the last time they won a championship was 2013 Commissioner's Cup with Rob Dozier as their import and Luigi Trillo as their head coach. And from that time on up to now, hindi pa nila na itataas yung kampyonato at yung tropeyo.
20 years ago, player pa yung dalawang coaches ito magkabilang koponan. Di ba? So none of these players were in the league back then.
20 years ago, probably the only active player from that time on up to now, si Asitaw Laba lang, 1999.
Well, yung iba, si Reynel, naglalaro na, wala pa rito sa PBA.
Oo,
diba?
tama.
Rafi Ribis, di ba? Marcelino gets a basket with 1:23 remaining. 20-point spread, TNT. Papasok sa semis na naman. Lervin Flores in the game. Alejandro pinasok na rin. The reserves are all seeing some action. No basket from Alejandro. Marcelino now to Herndon. And Herndon wants 2. He gets it to go.
Was in the 2015 Commissioner's Cup. Ang tagal na rin para sa isang quality and elite team like
Hindi na titira. At baka final score na natin ito kasi wala namang quotient na hinahanap itong dalawang koponan.
that is true, and this is where the respect will come into play. Respect your opponents and also respect to the game of basketball. It's a totally different situation in the elimination round because of yung quotient system implication. But ito na, tapos na ang laban.
JP Eram is our Tapal King of the game. Hatid sa atin ang Super Vulcasil, the Tapal King. Panoorin natin na ito. The cut to the basket from Harvey. Tito Harvey, ika nga ni Ryan Gregorio. Lakas move yan. Hatid sa atin ang Cobra Plus Vitamin C. Lakas at proteksyon, Cobra, the #1 energy drink. A 104-83 victory for TNT. RR Pugoy, 34-8 with 4 assists and 3 steals. Just 6 3-pointers, not 10 like the last time when he played against the Alaska Aces. And he leads them into the semifinal round. We'll take a short break and wrap this up.